Hey guys, it's Madeon here, and today I'll be talking about how to rank up to higher elo like Ascendant and Immortal. You guys might be wondering why I'm the one telling you this, since I am Hardstuck Diamond at the moment. And I've kind of been taking a break from Valorant and been watching a lot of my Ascendant friends or Immortal friends on how they've been playing. As well as when I was playing in my Diamond games, I was in like Diamond, Ascendant, and MMR. So there is a big difference between Diamond and Ascendants, and these are the difference of what makes like the Diamond players, like what's holding Diamond players back from being Immortal and stuff like that. The first one is that a lot of Diamond players are all aim, no brain. We could have the best aim. We could have a Jett being 10s and just hitting all the heads here like this, right? Thinking all the heads, but we'll still be losing games. And the reason for that is that because we are brain dead. We are not the brightest. I feel like a lot of Diamonds have been carried by their aim and not realizing how much game sense we're lacking. A good way to improve your game sense is simply by IGLing more, calming, like IGLing calming, like talking about strategies, like what we should do. Wait, why did I play it? What was that? But yeah. A good way is just to be IGLing, right? IGLing your strategies, like we should default, we should play for picks, we should push the site, anything. IGLing will help you improve your game sense because when your strategies don't work, you can learn from why it doesn't work. Let's say you split pushing from cat and A main is not working. Think about why is your strategy isn't working. Is it because what the enemy agents they have and how they're playing it? Like, is someone always holding this? Like, holding mid, so you're just getting picked off right in the beginning from mid when you try to split push. Then Cypher has a trip on A main, so you can't really push through A main. Like, anything. Just figure out, like, what's the issue with your own strategies. Because I feel like once you're the one leading the team, you actually think more on what's actually happening around you instead of just following some other guy, not really thinking of what you're doing wrong, right? And this also goes to the point of autopiloting, because a lot of people autopilot when they're losing a lot of games in a row or tilting, and they're just doing the same thing over and over again. At one point, you really just give up, and we all just 5-man rush A, throwing every single round possible. If you prevent yourself from autopiloting and actually think of everything you're doing, if you realize, alright, wait, we're just running in, why are we doing that? You think, alright, we could just do this instead. We could just play default. We could like fake A, go B, or whatever. Just like stop not thinking of what you're doing and actually think of what you're doing. Because once you can actually think of what you're doing, you will have full conscious, if that makes sense, of everything around you more. Because there's been many games where I would be losing a lot of rounds and I would start just autopiloting, and it's like, alright, let's just go away. I'll just dash in, but I have to play, and instantly got killed right when I peek out. Right? Because we're not really thinking. We're not trying to win anymore at that point. So IGLing is a good way to stop yourself from autopiloting, as well as to improve your game sense. Another good thing is understanding VOD viewing is a great way to improve your game sense and your mechanical aim as well, because it'll show you. Let's say you're watching your gameplay, right, and you just notice, wow, my crosshair is way too low, it should be a bit higher. Or you're noticing that, alright, my crosshair is on head level, but I'm still not getting headshots. Why is that? Or I'm not getting kills. Why is that? And it turns out maybe since it is on head level, but you're not even pre-holding the angle correctly. You could be holding this right here, while the person at market just one-taps you, right? Or maybe you are holding market, but maybe you're not realizing, maybe you're holding the angle too tightly right here, that you don't have 10's reaction time, we just one-tap right when you peek. Maybe you just need to aim it a bit more to the right here. So right when they swing, it's perfectly on your mark already. Or you could like VOD and realize, why are we not like, why can't we get on site? Realize we should have done this instead. Let's say usually we just dash in here and die instantly, right? Instead we could just think it through. Okay, maybe clear these corners first. Alright, perfect. And how can we died there last time? Is it because there's a trip? Was there because someone was holding stairs or whatever? He's like, okay, I noticed someone's holding stairs this time. I realized that's a possible thing that can happen. Maybe I clear stairs. Maybe I smoke stairs off first so they can't really do anything about it. Then I do this. You close it. Bam. You don't have to worry about stairs. You can just worry about the place right here. Bottom just allows you to notice the small mistakes you're making or like small decisions you're making that are costing you the round. Another thing is understanding lurking. Lurking is a very important thing to do in Valorant, but a lot of people are doing it wrong. And what I mean by this is that they're using the wrong agents to lurk. Because some people you'll see like a Yoru lurking, or like Jett lurking or Reyna lurking, which is not great. And the reason why is because they're duelists. Their util is important to get on site. Same thing with smokes. You need the smokes to get on site. Sentinels, they're not that important to be on site with. They're good to hold site, yeah, but they're not that important to actually get on site. They could lurk. You have to understand like what the agent's abilities are and what uses they'll like, how useful they'll be for lurking or on site or like pushing on site. Because if you think it through and think, all right, wait, I'm Jett. My util is much more better and much more valuable to get on site than just lurking. When a Sage could probably lurk because their util is not as valuable to go on site as Jett's. So know your agent and know when you could lurk because of that agent you have. Another advice is understanding defaulting. Defaulting has, I feel like there's been a common misconception for lower elo that defaulting is just play in your spawn. This. Just hold and wait till they push up. No, that's not what defaulting is. Defaulting is simply taking map control. And there are many different variations of defaulting. There's like the 1-3-1, there's the 2-2-1, or 2-1-2, whatever. Bunch of different formations for defaulting. And defaulting can be executed many different ways. For example, let's say me and two other of my team, we're doing a 1-3-1. So that means 1B, 1A, 3 mid. And 3 of us here. We get our smokes to smoke off here and here. We start pushing up on mid. We get the mid control. Now, since they're smoked off, not with jet smoke, of course, there's normal smokes. They're smoked off. The person at market don't know what's happening. We could be pushing up tiles. We could be pushing up cat, or we could be like just slowly pushing up market. Same thing with cat. They don't know where we're pushing up to. We have the whole mid control. We have all of mid. Then the one person lurking at B and one person lurking at A could be at first holding for the rotates, right? Because maybe the person at holding mid, like ending team, the one market and stuff like that, are panicking, like, oh my god, I can't see any of this. So they like, okay, stuff like that. And the person on A, like defending on A, like, I might be able to get a flank on them. You can have the one lurking on A, our own team lurking on A, just like get that pick right here. Get a pick on A, and same thing with B. They get a pick on B or pick or B, or if they don't, we can start slowly going up on A, quietly, clearing all these angles. Right? Now we have all mid, and we cleared out A. We have A and mid control. Then after that, you can tell the alright mid, or like the people on mid, go away, plan A, right? Once the enemy team hear the plank down, they'll start rotating, and bam, the person like pushing in on B, or like our teammate lurking in on B, could get the flank off and get like 2 picks on when these guys are rotating. I'm not sure if I explained this right, but basically, default is all about taking map control and think, and just remember, think on how you're actually gonna take it. Go always change formations and stuff like that to make sure you're unpredictable when you're defaulting. But default is just one of the best strategies to use in the game. Another thing is conditioning your opponents to thinking of one thing, but you're really doing the other. For example, let's say you've been defaulting all around, right? You've been constantly going through mid, you do these smokes again, and now they're conditioned to think, alright, they're mid, a lot are mid again, and they're probably gonna lurk up on A or B. So now they have like 2 people, they're constantly staying, like they have 2 people staying on B, A and B, and have that one person on mid still. They're not gonna over rotate, because they know you keep doing this. So now they're conditioned to think that one thing. So instead of doing your same old default, what if we just throw these 2 fake smokes again, and we all 5-man rush A? Because now they're gonna have only like those 2 people on site. They will be too scared to over rotate, thinking someone might gonna lurk up until they know for sure that like we're pushing that site. So we could honestly have a 5v2 on the site because we condition them to think we're just gonna default again. Valorant really is just strategy and mind games, not just aim and mechanics. If you could outsmart your opponents, winning games will be so much easier. And that's really it. So the main points again is that game sense is a big factor, and practicing game sense is by IGLing more, by creating more strategies, and stop autopiling, and start understanding that defaulting could be used in different varieties, and learning how to actually utilize default in the most efficient way possible. Alright, that's basically it. I'm sorry if I don't explain this perfectly fine. I'm sorry if this video is quite long as well, but these are the things a lot of diamond players or like plat players are lacking. We lack game sense strategy, we all only have aim, and that's what is really holding us back. And the best way to improve those things are the things I just listed. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope this helps you, and if you like this video, I hope just don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button. I would really appreciate it. I want to try my best to get to 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and I'll be grateful if that ever happens. But hope this video helps. Peace.
Here.